I have sold almost 200 of my sourdough muffins this week, so I'm gonna show you how to make them, and today we're gonna be doing the blueberry lemon version. These are so easy to make. It literally only takes like 30 minutes. They are jumbo-sized muffins. They are so good, if I do say so myself. We're gonna start with 125 grams of sourdough starter, 120 grams of oil. I'm just using regular vegetable oil, 2 eggs, 60 grams of milk. I just use regular whole milk, 10 grams of vanilla, and 185 grams of sour cream. This is what makes them really nice and moist. Now we're just going to stir all of the wet ingredients up real quick. And I forgot, I always like to mix in the sugar with the wet ingredients for some reason. I don't know why, that's just how I do it. I'm gonna do 200 grams of sugar. Then we're gonna do 300 grams of flour, 5 grams of salt, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. And just mix all that up real good. Now we're just gonna zest up 1 lemon straight into the batter. This is definitely one of my most popular flavors. I also do double chocolate is like one of the other popular flavors. And for fall, I'm doing a white chocolate pumpkin spice one. I've been doing white chocolate cherry a lot. I also have like a cinnamon apple maple one that I'm doing. All right, now we've got our lemon zest in. I'm just going to mix that in real quick. Now we're gonna add in our blueberries. I use frozen blueberries because that's the easiest thing for me to keep on hand. You can also use fresh blueberries. And I just kind of eyeball how many I put in depending on how much blueberries I want in them. So if you want like less blueberries, just don't put as many. If you want more, put a whole bunch, whatever you want to do. I'm doing like that much in this batch, and then we're just going to fold in the blueberries. Since I use frozen, it does kind of change the color of the batter a little bit. It kind of makes it a little bit purple. If you were using fresh blueberries, it's not going to change the color of your batter as much. Now we're going to put them in our muffin tin. So I just have this muffin tin. I got it off Amazon. It is for jumbo-sized muffins. And then I like to use these little fancy liners because they're just super cute. I have both of these things in my Amazon storefront, and then I use this little ice cream scoop to scoop the batter into the muffin tins. It just works out perfectly. So I'm just scooping it in, and I do like to fill it up to right about where the rim is on the muffin tin. So this is what they look like after I have filled them up. Now we are going to throw them in the oven. We're gonna bake them at 425 for 5 minutes, and then we're going to knock the oven temperature down to 375 and bake them for another like 20 to 25-ish minutes. Okay, they've been out of the oven for a little while now. They look absolutely beautiful, but we're not done yet. For these, you could do like a crumb topping, but what I like to do is make a lemon glaze to put on top. The glaze is super easy to make. All we need is a little bit of powdered sugar and a little bit of lemon juice. You can also make it not lemon flavored if you want and just use water or like whipping cream in the powdered sugar, but I like to use lemon juice just to give it a little bit extra lemon flavor. Just add a little bit at a time because it doesn't take very much. This is about the consistency that I like it to be. And then all we're gonna do is get a little spoonful, and I like to kind of just let it sit on the middle, and then I'll kind of just like twirl it around like that, and then it kind of falls down the edges, so then it ends up kind of looking like this. That's it. Now we have the most delicious blueberry lemon sourdough muffin you will ever have in your entire life.